450. Oh! We're gonna test something else fun. We decided to take, again, this is a defect bag. Structurally should be integral, but it's got some kind of cosmetic defects. So we decided that what better to do with cosmetic defects but to destroy them, right? Makes perfect sense to me. So what we've done here is we've taken one of our smaller spare tire storage bags, and we're actually gonna pull it apart about 3 different ways. We're gonna start with the buckle on the front, just to find out what the buckle itself holds. Then we're gonna pull the webbing apart and see what that holds. Then we're probably gonna drag it down the road and see how far it goes before it starts leaking. So basically what you've got here, we have a load cell, 6,000 pound. This one is different than our last episode because it's got a wireless remote, which is a lot more fun. Technically, you could be reading it and running your winch from inside the car. That's awesome. Remember, don't ever winch with just your car in park. We've got it chalked. We've got a parking brake set. We've done a few things here to ensure that the transmission fork is not taking all the load. Not that there's a bunch of load on this, but just keep that in mind. This is just pulling against this snap and nothing else, hopefully. I mean, it's actually pulling against some webbing too, but theoretically, this should be the weakest link in our process. Okay. Let the destruction begin. 15, 24, 6, 7, 30, 57 pounds so far. 60, 78, wow! 78 pounds before it broke, holy crap. That's not bad. That's way better than I would have guessed. And the interesting thing is that because this is a field maintenanceable buckle, right? Because this is a field maintenanceable buckle and it's got a split here, it didn't actually separate here at 78 pounds or whatever it was, 78 is the last thing I saw. It didn't actually separate here, it actually let this part let go, which is kind of interesting, meaning that the regular Fastex buckles may actually hold some more load. So anyway, next, we're gonna pull it apart. So basically, on a lot of our tire bags, on a lot of our tire storage stuff, and a lot of other things, we take a piece of 2-inch webbing and we bar tack a piece of 1-inch webbing to it, and it's one continuous piece all the way around. So that's kind of what holds the load of the actual bag itself. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook it to the load cell on one end, we're gonna hook it to the shackle on the other end, and we're actually gonna pull the webbing piece apart and see what that holds. Actually, I'm gonna go inside and do this with the brake on. Is that all right? Yep. Okay, grab Sam. Hold on, we're gonna go grab help. Yep, 450. Oh, 467. Before we exploded. 467 pounds. Oh, and we pulled out at the very top. Isn't that interesting? So we pulled 467 pounds out of that one little spot right there. Now for entertainment, should we just really quick and hook up and see what the handle holds? Just for fun, just because we're here, right? And we should. So we're gonna see what the handle holds this time. And right now, we're at 60, 100, 130, 140, 200, 230, and she's starting to rip. Oh, there she goes, 270 pounds before she officially lets go. After pulling the straps apart and then just leaving everything rigged up, and pulling the handle off, which is on this side. This is kind of what we have left. The bag is technically still intact. Obviously the weak link is where it's stitched in here, and there's still the part that would integrally kind of hold the bag up is still all here and together for the most part. Actually went up to like 460 pounds before it exploded. The hardware held like 75 and the handle held 250. So better than your average contractor trash bag, I'm guessing. But that's the trash bag. And just think, we'd still replace this one. So there's all kinds of abrasion testing that's done on fabric, and they, there's little machines that go in circles, and they have pads and weights, and there's all a whole bunch of science that happens in testing the abrasion cycles of a piece of fabric. I don't really know what any of that means, so what we decided to do was take something that we built. This is an 18-ounce truck tarp. This is a 50-pound bag of sand. We're going to hook it behind the Land Cruiser and drag it down the road, and we're going to see when the sand starts leaking out. So the only advantage that the sand has is that there is a little bit of plastic bag over top of it that we're going to have to wear through too, but we're going to try to use the standard. That sort of thing is the same standard across the board. So 50 pounds of sand. I'm sure that the great people that bag this sand have got it pretty accurate, or accurate enough for us. We're going to throw it in the bag, hook it to the car, and see how far it goes. Just like that. 50 pounds of sand, tow strap, an undisclosed road in Bedford County. Shh, don't tell anybody we're doing this. Holy crap. Did it flip over? Yeah. Wow. Oh, yep, nope, we got we got an explosion right here. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep. Yeah, no, so it looks like it just put some holes in there. Finally got some holes into the thing. So this is just short of a mile. We drug this with 50 pounds in it for just short of a mile. The key to this is, we'd still warranty this one. What's our number? 5,619 feet. And part of that probably is two things, I mean, it had these to kind of ride on, so it had some kind of wear protection on it, and the fact that it kind of did a flip in there someplace, it got a full flopper in there, probably helped it, but that is a long way for 50 pounds dragging down the road.